The calendar app on your iPhone will usually show a few different calendars, like your personal iCloud calendar, scheduled reminders, maybe a holiday calendar, and stuff like that. And the cool part is that there's a bunch of custom calendars available online that you can add to your calendar app. To add custom calendars on your iPhone, first you'll want to find the calendar. A few popular sites include iCalShare, timeanddate.com, and Calendar Labs. Or you can just Google search these if you want something specific, whether it's sports, holidays, or something like SpaceX rocket launches. So step 1 is to find your calendar. And usually you'll find a URL that can be used to subscribe to that calendar. I'll copy the URL from this page, and we can then use it to subscribe to this rocket launch calendar. Sometimes I can see these from my backyard, but they go by pretty fast, so they're easy to miss. There's 2 ways to subscribe to a calendar. You can do it in the Calendar app, or you can do it in the Settings app. I'll show you both and explain what the difference is. Let's do this in the Calendar app first. To get started, we'll tap that little calendar icon in the bottom right corner. And then, on the very bottom, you'll see an option to add a new calendar. We'll choose the option for Subscription Calendar, and this is where you can paste in the calendar URL. Tap the empty space once, and then choose Paste to paste the link here. I'll then tap Find, and my phone will find the rocket launch calendar that I want. I can give this calendar a custom name by entering it under Title. And I recommend doing this because otherwise it'll show up as something generic like Subscription Calendar. And you can always change the name later if needed. Under Account, you can choose whether this calendar will live under your iCloud account or if it's going to live locally on your phone. If you use iCloud, you'll be able to see the same calendar on all your devices that are logged into the same iCloud account. Choose On My iPhone, and it'll only be available on this iPhone and none of your other devices. You can also assign a custom color label for this calendar to help differentiate it from your other calendars. Once you're happy with your settings, you'll tap the checkmark up top and you're all set. One thing I've noticed is that the Calendar app often takes a while before any events from subscribed calendars actually show up in your Calendar app. You can swipe down to refresh your calendars, but even with that, I often need to wait 10 minutes or so before I see anything in my calendar. Nothing shows up yet, so while we wait, I'll show you how to subscribe to calendars through the Settings app. We'll go to Settings and then scroll all the way down to Apps. Then we'll choose the Calendar app from the list and go to Calendar Accounts. I'll tap Add Account, and then from the suggested options, we're going to tap Add Other Account and find an option for Subscribed Calendar. For the server, you're going to paste that calendar URL we copied earlier, and then you can give your calendar a custom name in the description field. The big difference is that while the Calendar app lets you choose whether you want this calendar to live under iCloud or just locally on this phone, doing it here through the settings does not give us that option. It'll put this calendar locally on this phone, and you won't see it on your other devices. While we're in the calendar settings, we can change the fetch settings to determine how often your calendar will fetch new data. You can change this per account, and on the bottom, you can choose what the fetch frequency is. The less frequent your calendars fetch, the better it is for your battery life. After a few minutes, I can now see the rocket launch events in my calendar, marked in red, just like I set it up. I can tap any event to view more info about it. And these even have a link to the webcast, which is pretty cool. When I go to the Calendars view, I can toggle any of my calendars on and off if I want to hide them temporarily. And if you want to delete any of your calendars, you'll just tap the little info button next to it and choose Unsubscribe. This second calendar didn't even sync yet, so I'm going to go ahead and remove it and leave the red one we did first. And that's how you subscribe to calendars. Click that like button if this helped, share with a friend who needs more calendars, and subscribe for more quick and easy iPhone guides like this. Thanks all, until next time.